If you are ready to take full responsibility for your life, you start going back to the question, the basic existential questions of who am I? Or who have I decided to be? What is my identity? Who do I want to be known for? Or what do I want to be known for? You have to answer that question. Taking back control of your life. That question means that at one point in your life, you lost control of your essence, of your being. Or maybe you realized that you had never really had control of your being. Maybe external forces, circumstances, people, work, maybe they were the ones actually controlling your existence. And you're now old enough and you want to control your life. That's a very good question. And that's a very good awakening for an individual. Now, the first is, where did things take a turn? That's the first question we need to answer. Maybe from childhood, you'd never really gained the ability to control your existence, to control your desires, your wants, your aspirations, your decisions. And at adulthood, you find strong systems around you that have held you in guard or in a frame, and you can only take decisions around that. So a very strong, structured and formal family, a very strong religious environment, a very strong relationship or individual that controls maybe father or spouse or some boyfriend or something that controls everything that you do. Or maybe an institution, organization you belong to, and they determine everything you do. You are not allowed to take a decision for or by yourself on any issue without first consulting, and they give you permission to take that decision. But now that you are an adult, or you are, for most people I talk to, you are in the middle of your life, and you find that, let's take your spouse and being the one taking all the decisions. Now that you want to make your own decision, it looks like your life is not your own. In fact, you have been told that your life is not your own. First, are you ready to take full responsibility for your life? That's the first thing you need to determine. If you are ready to take full responsibility for your life, you start going back to the question, the basic existential questions of who am I? Or who have I decided to be? What is my identity? Who do I want to be known for? Or what do I want to be known for? You have to answer that question. What is my purpose? Why am I here? How do I want to fulfill this purpose? Why do I work in this organization? Is it in the fulfillment of my purpose? Why do I go to this, association or church or institution? Why am I affiliated with this group of people? You have to go back to those key questions. Why am I alive? What are my values as a person? The ones that I have chosen that I know are critical to me. Why did I choose them? What are the biggest influences in my life currently? And why? Is it my spouse? Is it the institution of affiliation? Is it my education? Is it my culture or my ethnic affiliation or ethnic group? You have to identify the highest influences and why. What are the benefits or what are the outcome of those influences? Do they make me positive? Do they make me negative? Do they make me neutral? What do they make me? What kind of personality do I have? And what kind of personality should I have to meet the future. Now, you have to deal with this issue. So once you take back control of your life, you should have answered those questions. Otherwise, you will fall into oblivion, because you are coming from a place where people have always determined who and what you are. Then you fall into the place where you want to gain that kind of level of independence, and you have not defined stuff. You are going to fall. You are going to fall into a depressive state, because now you take a decision, you are not sure. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you want. You thought you loved blue, but they told you that's the color you should love. Now, you say, what color do you love? You cannot answer. So before you run away, take the decision, or take those reviews and do them. Now, there's another issue. If somebody or an institution has always controlled you, and you take back control of your life, you'll be tagged a rebel. You'll be tagged deviant. You'll be tagged ungrateful. You are going to be tagged many things. You must be emotionally ready for the accusations that are going to be levied against you. There will be loss of certain benefits from those affiliations or control systems. Are you ready for that? You're going to lose some maybe status, accolades, things that you have enjoyed because you were both attentive and that was the word I wanted to use, but you are both attentive and submitted. Now, I was trying to avoid the use of that word because it can connote a different conversation completely. But you were totally condescended to that institution or person. Maybe a better word would be controlled by. Now, whether that's a better word or more descriptive word that is worse, I don't know. But there are people in that situation. You're going to lose stuff. So if you want to take back control of your life, you are mature enough to face life on your terms, clearly defined, fully aware of the consequences of your actions or inactions at this stage. If you're at midlife, one of the big issues you have, one of the two main places where control are highly driven from, are number one, your spouse, or a family structure. And that's because of the scale and size of your family and the kind of benefit structure that exists there. And you must conform to certain things to enjoy the benefits. And if you don't want that, then you lose it. Or maybe the third one, it would be maybe a child that is quite assertive and maybe controlling you a lot. And now you want to take back the control of your life.